How do you value green spaces? First of all, I'd like to say that green spaces are locations for people to simply get away. To get away from the noise of our busy everyday lives and dive into a relaxing environment. But what are green spaces exactly? According to sustainableearth.org,
all urban land covered by vegetation of any kind.
That includes any gardens, parks, landscapes, green roofs, or whatever has vegetation, realistically. Littering is going to be my key focus for this documentary. While yes, it's known that it's a problem, we still unfortunately have people that don't really get the picture quite yet. Luckily, I was able to grow up in a safe space, so none of these were really a big problem. You know what? Let's go there now. This is the perfect place for a child to grow, as there was a pool, a green space, and another park. How long have you lived here for?
3 years, actually.
Where exactly did you grow up at? Like, what was your main place that you just hung out at when growing up here?
The ditch.
The ditch?
The ditch.
The ditch. Orchard Cove's parks, pools, courts, etc. were, in general, very clean. How often do you visit parks in your area?
Very often.
How does the cleanliness of a park affect your decision to just go there?
Yeah, if it's a messy park, we're probably not going to go back.
Do you have any improvements for future park cleanliness?
More garbage cans?
Maybe dog. What did you laugh at?
Oh, yeah, more dog tags.
How does the cleanliness of a park affect your decision to visit or spend time there? Cleanliness of a park is very important to me. I would not take my family to an unclean area. What was the worst encounter you came across when at a park? There are two things that bothered me the most while I'm visiting parks. Children that are not supervised, people who bring their animals to the park unleashed and not cleaning up after them or monitoring them. Utah is clearly a recreational state, with many outdoor activities for occupants to enjoy. According to YourUtahYourFuture.org,
Utahns have incomparable access to outdoor recreation and enjoy activities ranging from biking and hiking to skiing, etc.
While we have the reputation of a very outdoorsy state, there's one notable barrier that prevents us from really getting the most out of our green spaces, and that's littering.
Utah's trash problem has created dangerous issues on Utah roads.
Last year in 2021, we had over 29,300 debris calls.
While parks do have trash bins around, they're not built to prevent littering. According to spsp.org,
you can think of two fundamentally different approaches. One option is to place many trash cans at small intervals through the park. After all, studies have shown that distance to the nearest trash cans is the best predictor of littering. Numerous trash receptacles may cut down on the aesthetics of the park.
While the aesthetics of a park does matter, cleanliness should be the #1 priority. But there is an important point. People will likely not be attracted to parks due to the cleanliness standards. But let's say the parks are clean. Why should we even go to them anyways? Do they offer any benefits for us? Well, yeah. Development of the key motor skills is important for young children. Studies have shown that breathing in fresh air, but most importantly spending time outdoors, is extremely beneficial for the brain. It boosts our behavior, builds confidence, as well as our ability to focus. According to foxnews.com,
being in nature has multiple benefits, one of which is restoring the ability to concentrate, and, essentially, it rests our brain.
As I previously said, spending time outdoors offers immense value, but I never really talked about how much time you only really need to see results. According to abc4.com,
the meta-analysis examined more than 40 studies involving adults diagnosed with mental illness who were exposed to nature for any amount of time were evaluated. What we found was that as little as 10 minutes made a measurable, statistically significant impact.
According to globaltrashsolutions.com, the average American generates over 4 pounds of trash per day. The National Park Service manages almost 70 million pounds of waste annually. To keep it short, we need to start protecting our green spaces. Some ideas globaltrashsolutions.com provided are disposing trash in appropriate containers, bring reusable containers with you to the park, and pack out what you bring in. While it may be impossible for a couple of us to make a difference, the effort matters. According to KSLNewsRadio.com, Salt Lake City actually has a survey that's looking for public input. When looking into the survey, it's clear to see that there's an effort being made, a recent effort at that. If you're interested in ever helping out your community, I seriously recommend you to volunteer. Not only are you helping your community, you're making the earth a better place. Green spaces were intended to help our society, but at the end of the day, we humans are taking it for granted. We're taking the ability of freedom for granted. What we once strived for, we are losing and taking away from. This is only one problem of the many that are going on around the world. So why not contribute to the greater cause? The smallest help can work wonders. It all starts with an attempt.